System rebooting. Stand by.
Hi, this is Jeff from the Halcyon Masters and Impact Gaming. We want to welcome you to the Heroic Ties series, where we take a closer look at the story and lore behind the Vainglory heroes. In today's episode, we are excited to bring you the conclusion to the Stormguard Saga. If you are new to this series, be sure to go back and watch the earlier videos. And to quickly recap the events so far, in Part 1, Julia, Arden's wife and mother to Celeste and Vox, asks Catherine to make an impossible decision. In Part 2, the Stormguard siege Arden's home and he makes a desperate escape. Part 3, a decade after Catherine betrays the Storm Queen, the Stormguard find her in the Borderlands. Part 3.5 is Cruel's story. While not directly part of the Stormguard Saga, he is integral to the story that we're about to tell. Daisy is floating in a liquid-filled chamber. On the other side of the lab, a dwarf named Frankie is working on a headless robot with the body of a woman. He is interrupted as the Storm Queen enters the lab, and she is escorted by only 2 members of the Stormguard that stayed behind after the coup d'etat. Ungrateful is what the Storm Queen calls those that left her ranks.
Calm down.
She believes that she saved them from mediocrity and gave them adventure and purpose. Those that were once loyal to her now seek to support her niece, Celeste, as she rises to power. Bitter from the betrayal, the Storm Queen rests her cheek on the tank that holds Daisy. With a smile on her face, she tells Frankie to assemble Alpha, and because Alpha will never tire, question her loyalty, and will be unmatched in physical strength. As Alpha powers up for the first time, her code is haunted by memories of Daisy's past life. The robotic system identifies the anomaly and initiates a reboot. Once rebooted, Alpha's prime directive to kill the Stormguard kicks in. In a demonstration of her capabilities, she murders Livia and Elena, the 2 Stormguard that had returned to the Queen's ranks. After passing the test successfully, the Storm Queen dispatches Alpha to hunt the remaining Stormguard. In a tea house, 6 former members of the Stormguard hold a secret meeting with the area's bosses. The purpose of the meeting is to find Celeste's location. During their conversation, a commotion erupts outside the door. Alpha has found him, and within moments, the 6 women of the Stormguard lay broken and bleeding at the machine's feet. Rumor of the massacre reached Catherine and Kestrel, and the few remaining Stormguard left as they arrived in a port via airship. Instantly upon their arrival, the group knew something was off. A ding could be heard from the elevator that was making its way up to their location. The elevator doors opened and Alpha was inside. Kestrel unleashed a volley of arrows,
3.
damaging the robot. Realizing at that moment Alpha was actually Daisy, she calls out to Catherine for her to stop. For a brief moment, Daisy's consciousness overpowered the robot's programming.
I can't stop. Help. I can feel it. I'm afraid.
She asks Kestrel for help, crying and confused on why she killed all of her sisters in the Stormguard.
System rebooting. Stand by.
Daisy warns Kestrel that she cannot stop what is coming and to run. Catherine yells to Kestrel to leave Daisy. Catherine throws up her arc shield to protect both of them from the enormous blast. Safe in the airship, they set their destination to the Halcyon Fold, where they hope to find Celeste. In the ash of the explosion, the machine reboots and updates its prime directive. As the Storm Queen wishes, Alpha is back on the hunt.
Mission. Find corn. Yarn garden. Stormguard. Loading map coordinates.
Well, that concludes this Heroic Ties video, and on behalf of the Halcyon Masters and Impact Gaming, I want to say thank you for watching. I also want to give a big shout out to my teammates, Saucy and MrSyGuy, for help getting this video. With the Stormguard Saga complete, I want to open it up to you, the viewers, to decide who the next hero we should do a feature on. Leave your choice in the comments below, and one lucky winner will win some ice with their suggestion. Just be sure to leave your in-game name. And with that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the Halcyon Fold.